Hi guys, and welcome back. So this week I want to share with you guys some of the work that I found that I did when I was really young. I'm not sure how old I was when I did these, but this was, I think, in my undergrad, and this was sometime during my high school years. But in my recent trip to India, I was clearing some stuff out and I found some of my old artwork, and I think it's so interesting to look back at all of these. So let me show you what I have here. Okay, so this I very specifically remember was a show. I think it was on Pogo channel, and it was mainly during summers. We had a big summer break in India, and I used to use all the time I possibly could to draw and paint and whatnot. So this show, the host would be drawing live on TV, and we had to follow the host, like as and when he drew. And it was, you know, like you'll see, they were like fairly simple things, and you just had to follow his drawing. I remember it was at 4 every day, and it was so much fun. I used to really look forward to it, and it is so much fun to look back at all of these. Look at this guy. I mean, I like how I kept the space for the highlights, except that they're not really constant, but that's okay. No perspective whatsoever. That's funny. Anyways, I kind of like all of these, you know. I don't remember how old I was, but I think they're not bad for, you know, following, you know, live when the host was drawing. And this poor guy. Oh my god, look at these. They're so sharp. Almost looks like an alien hand. That's funny. Okay. And I staple these. Look how rusted they've become. But I stapled all of these together. Maybe this was like one whole summer, or maybe I picked my favorites. I don't know. But yeah. I like that I moved to like a thinner marker. I feel like the thick marker wasn't really working anyways. I think I've written purple. I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't follow like fast enough, so I just decided to write what color goes in here, I guess. Look at the sun. I remember always drawing the eyes, nose, and a smiley face on the sun. All my drawings. If I had a sun, it was smiling. Oh, I think this is the fishing pole. That's funny. Oh, I went back to the thick marker here, but that's fine. I did try to shade in the orange and the yellow. I was never so good at drawing animals, you know, I still struggle. But look at this. Look at the shadow. Oh. But I remember having so much fun doing these, and back then I was actually really proud of all of these drawings. And I wish I'd kind of dated them, you know, so I knew exactly how old I was. But anywho. But I think I collaborated on this one with my friend. I would make everybody do this with me. I remember even when my niece visited, I would even make her do all of this with me. But I would never miss the show, for sure. All my summers, 4 o'clock, this is what I was doing. I think I grew out of it eventually, but you know, for the longest time, my summers at 4 were these. This is not horrible, you know, for like a figure drawing. There is enough action, you know, running, that's fun. Oh no, I didn't draw her other leg at all. That's funny. See, I told you, a smiley face everywhere. Here again. I put a cross here. I wonder why. Maybe I didn't completely approve of the drawing. I remember having a lot more of these drawings. I just don't know where I put them, or maybe I decided to discard them in the end. I'm not sure. Okay. The next, I think these drawings were, I think for my high school, I mean around that age. I'm not exactly sure, but I remember this was for the exam we had to give. So if we wanted to get into an art school in India, we had to give exams for art during high school. So I think this was for the intermediate. We had 2 exams, elementary and intermediate. So I think this one was for the intermediate exam. And we had like various topics we had to give an exam on. Still life and nature drawing and memory drawing. I think there was also I think there was also geometry. And we used to work for like months and years together practicing for that exam. I think this drawing book was dedicated to that. Yeah, a lot of still life. I remember I used to love coloring and using oil pastels just because of how smooth they used to go onto the paper. I used to love using that medium. I have no memory what this is for. Zero. No idea what this topic was. Maybe it was design of some sort. I'm not sure, because there's a lot of that going on. For typo maybe. I wonder if my teacher drew this, because it looks like the lines here are so much more alive than they are here. Maybe my teacher was showing something here. I remember drawing that flower so much. I wonder why I just let this go and didn't finish it. I don't like that. It just kind of stopped painting. I just didn't finish this here. Maybe I was trying to practice only these, but that makes no sense. I don't know. I think this was for the typo. So the only 2 flowers we could possibly get for the exam was this one and the other one was this. So I think we practiced only these 2. This is the memory drawing. Oh my god. Look at your legs. All of these legs are broken. That's so sad. Look at this stiff guy here. This was for design, 2D design. I think the idea was they would give us like elements that we had to put in. Like, you know, design a lampshade with 2 flowers and 1 leaf and 5 circles or whatever, some such, and then we had to make like a 2D design of it. See, again, left it incomplete here. Huh. Yeah, I think we had to like try different textures sometimes to paint the whole 2D design. Again, this flower. This is just geometry. I can't quite remember what the point of this was, the geometry here, but oh well. Huh. I really like how this turned out, except for the leaves. They look like a little... Ugh. But I like the petals. That's not too bad. And here. I guess that's it. Oh, nope. There's more. This is actually not so bad. Yeah. I only wish I didn't have them so equal in width. I wish I had more variety in there, but other than that, I think I did pretty okay with the shading. It's not too bad. Yeah, so I remember practicing a lot for these exams. And I think we were supposed to give it in our high school time. And yeah. Okay, so the next book is what I'm really excited about. And when I found it again, because I'd completely forgotten about this book, when I found it again, I was so excited to see it. I was so proud of this book when I made it. Oh my gosh. So I don't remember exactly what the assignment was for this book, but I guess it was to make a book. I'm not sure. But I decided to do it on my big dream, and you'll see what that is as I go through the book. But I designed This Is Me. Okay, so let's get into it. Yep. So my big dream was to be able to ride a bike. And I was so excited about the fact that when I am of driving age, instead of a car, I will want a bike. So the whole book follows that. Okay. You know, there are so many things you'll see when I go through the book right now that make me cringe because, oh my god, you know, there's so many things I just didn't pay attention to, or my anatomy was wrong, or the drawing was wrong. But I think I really appreciate the amount of exaggeration I have in each character, and I paid attention to the little details of the different expressions and such. I really like that of the book. And I like how colorful I made the book. It was so apt for what I used to like back then. And I really experimented with a lot of expressions. Oh, my fingers are completely lost in my hair here. The anatomy is completely not done well. Oh. But what I liked was I kind of planned the book well, like the page spreads. I like that. And these little details of, you know, whatever's going on in the text here has these little you know, icons that I made for the back. That's kind of fun. Oh, so this is the part in the book. I think this was the time, this was the reason that I was actually so keen on making the book. You know, when I realized how much I really want to ride a bike was when my friend got his new bike and I didn't have a bike. I think that was the very big reason I really, really wanted a bike. I was so jealous of him. Ugh. Oh well. I wonder why I put in this detail of not having my shoelace tied. I don't know. Well, the only thing I wish I had done better was the text. I feel like it's so lost in all of these colors, and you know, the font is also like so thin. Doesn't really work too well. I wonder why I put my cake like this. You know, I think I was just trying to get away with a simpler drawing because my birthday cake for my 18th birthday just did not look anything like this. I wonder why I did that. I did have a very good time in my party. I had a great time. This is my friend again who had the bike. I wonder who this is, you know. I have no idea why I designed this character and who it was. I wonder if it's his girlfriend, his wife now, but she looks nothing like that, so I don't know who that is. I don't know. I guess I just designed a random character for that. So this is the part in the book where I actually asked my dad that I want to ride a bike and if he would be okay with it, and you know, please get me a bike and whatnot. And I designed this character for my dad, which surprisingly is has a lot of these little nuances that, you know, work so well with my dad's character. I mean, you know, I gave him the glasses and the mustache and his little paunch and this specific yellow shirt. I remember this shirt with the collar and his pants so well. I think I surprisingly got a lot of that in this character. Wow, this is ridiculous. This is not how my dad reacted. My dad is the most mellow person ever. This was not his reaction, but I guess I just wanted to exaggerate. This is what I was talking about. You know, there's like so many things wrong in this book. But I like that I paid attention to, you know, these little details and trying to find like the funny aspect of it and showed it in the design. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. I just didn't give myself and my dad teeth at all. It's like when we open our mouth, it's just like nothing in there. That's crazy. Rolling of my eyes. Remember being a teenager? Yep. I didn't care at all. I mean, right now, if my younger cousins or anybody would ask me if they wanted to ride a bike, and I would exactly have the same reaction that my dad did, but back then I was like, oh, excuses. You know, the other thing that I've captured really well in the book is my own character of how dramatic I really am, and it shows so well in some of these. Not at all proportionate to what happened, you know, the reaction to it, but well, I even experimented with a lot of different poses. You know, I like that I made the hands here a little larger than I have everywhere else. I don't know if that's what I was intending to do because this was so long ago. I'm guessing at least like 10 years ago. I'm not really sure, but at least that much. Because, you know, that is like the whole idea of this pose, that I'm like pleading him to let me ride his bike, and that was the exaggerated part. So I like that I did that. But I wonder why I made my feet so big too. I don't know. Isn't it fun to go through your old artwork and I'm trying to contemplate what was I thinking? Like, why did I choose to do what I did? Yeah. See? So the big dream was to be able to ride my bike to college and take my boyfriend out on a date. That was the ultimate goal. None of which ever happened, by the way. And I wonder why this guy is wearing a sleeveless shirt. I guess it was because of this Bollywood actor I had a crush on. Probably he was trying to be this really cool guy. I wonder if that's what it was. Oh well. Yeah, so this is it. I love going through my old artwork. It's just so much fun to kind of look through all of this and see all these decisions that you made as a kid before. Like, I think at this point I knew a lot of the rules in the sense of design, aesthetics and such. But back here, I had no idea and I was just following the host on the show. But it's just really interesting to see all the decisions you made and how you went through your artwork, and you know, back then and what it is now. It's always so much fun. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope you had fun looking at my old artwork. I know I did. And I will see you all back here next week. Bye.